Happy Tuesday. Happy New Year. It's time for Tidbit Tuesdays. Okay, so I know I've talked about this before. The main open enrollment is over, December 15th. If you had coverage last year, your plan auto-renewed on December 16th. But the good news is you do have potential to change things for February 1. But you need to get on my schedule before January 15th. So we can review your plan, see if it's still good. We need to update your application. Moving forward after this year, if you don't update your application, they're going to penalize you every month. You don't do that. So it'll be very important that we do that. So get everyone in the habit of doing that. January 15th is the hard deadline for changes for February 1, unless you're losing coverage. Then you have a 60-day window to enroll in another plan. Please check that your PCP is correct on your insurance card if you've received your cards. Let's make sure that even though I input that information or you had a PCP last year, that carried over into 2026. I do see that happening a lot, that maybe for whatever reason, the PCP is not correct. We want to get that fixed before you go to the doctor. I can change it for February, but if you need it changed for January, you're going to have to call the insurance company and ask them to backdate it. And they will do that as long as you've not gone in anywhere to a different primary care doctor. So that's an important note. Check to make sure your auto pay went through. At this point, your auto pay would have drafted. If you've set up on auto pay, or log into your portal and make sure your payment, there's no payment due. Just in case you forgot to make your payment, this is your opportunity to do that. You do have at least a 30-day grace period if you're not receiving a tax credit to pay your premium, so your coverage is effective for January. If you do get a tax credit, you have up to 90 days. But again, don't wait so that you owe a whole bunch at one time, because then what happens if you have any claims that are pending, your claims may not pay, and you're still going to be, they're going to ask you for that money because you had the coverage. So it's really important to get that paid so that you don't lose coverage and it doesn't build up and then you're stuck paying 3 months at one time, or your coverage is going to be canceled. So please log into your portal, check that as well. Check and make sure all of that is current. You should have access to your digital ID cards in your portal. So do that, save it on your phone. Some insurance companies have an app. You can make sure you have access to the app so that you always have access to your ID cards, and maybe you don't have to carry a physical card around. So winding down this open enrollment to December 15th. Remember, get on my schedule. We haven't made any updates. Until next week, peace out.